Hey you guys, what is up? Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tash. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, you guys, we're going to be doing a full face of makeup, nothing over $5. Now it's been quite a long time since I've done a video like this, and I am so excited, you guys, because I have so many affordable options to share with you. So if you are curious to see what products I'm going to use in today's video, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, so first thing is first, a lot of these products are going to be from DollarTree, Dollar General, Kleancolor, Shopmissa, Alwaysmei, Shop Cherry. There's a lot of products here. So I just want to say first of all that I did pick up a brow pencil from my local Dollar Tree. This is the LA Colors brow pencil in dark brown. Unfortunately, this one's not going to work for me. It's kind of light. So I'm going to go in with my Ride or Die off camera. Of course, you guys know I hate doing my brows on camera. And I'm just using the Color Mates pencil. You can get this at your local Dollar Tree, and I believe these are in dark brown or deep brown. You get a 2-pack for $1. Again, these are the Color Mates pencils, and I absolutely love these. They're super creamy. You can build it up to be super deep, or you can use it, you know, just kind of lightly to get those hair-like strokes. Again, you get a 2-pack for $1. Alright you guys, so for eye primer, I have two options for you. I have the Believe Beauty Lock It in Eyeshadow Primer in Nude. And then I also have this new one by Kleancolor that I actually mentioned in my Faves and Fails video. This is the Shadow Prep Eyeshadow Primer. This one is $2 and this one is $5. Now today I'm going to go ahead and use this one just because I've already used this on camera with you guys, I believe. But you will also see this one in a Kleancolor video. Now I do have a bunch of other options for you guys as far as foundations, a couple of eyeshadows, highlighters, blushes, things like that. I'm going to actually share the other options with you at the end of the video and just show you guys what I'm using on my face today. That way, if you want to just see the full face, you'll see the full face. If you want to see the other options that I have for you, you can watch to the end. So going in with the Believe Beauty Eyeshadow Primer, this does have a doe foot on it if you guys are new to my channel. And I'm just going to prime both of my eyes. You don't need a super ton of this. One dip in it will do ya. And you can either use your finger to apply it all over the lid, or you can do what I do and use a brush. I like to take my eyeshadow all the way up to the brow bone. Now, and so the way that I keep my eyeshadow primers from creasing, even though I'm pretty sure this one doesn't crease on me, I really can't remember. I like to set it with another eyeshadow. So today, I have a ton of stuff sitting here, you guys, so if I seem a little off, I do apologize. I'm trying to figure out what I am going to be using to set this. Okay, you guys, so to set that eye primer, I'm actually going to go in with one of these. If you watched my makeup collection video, you would have seen these. I picked these up at my local Dollar General, and they have a set of shimmer shades and they have a set of matte shades. Each one is 50 cents, or you can get, obviously, 2 for $1. But I love these. They're called LA Colors Matte Eyeshadow, and then the other ones are called the LA Colors Baby Pop. You get a ton of product in these, and they're both collections are amazing. So the shade that I'm going to set down that eye primer with is called French Vanilla. If you guys notice, I'm not wearing any nails. I am trying to let my nails heal just a little bit. So I've been wearing nails for years, and before that I was wearing acrylics. So as you can imagine, my nails are beat up. So what I love about these super cheap eyeshadows is that they are very creamy, they are very pigmented, and they are so inexpensive. And I found these at my local Dollar General, gosh, I want to say 3 years ago, and I've seen them there ever since. They are in a little side aisle, you know, where they'll have like a bunch of stuff in a plastic display. You can also find it's like a dollar contour. This little guy right here is where those little eyeshadows are. And there's usually like brow products, little miniature lip products, eyeliners, things like that. And everything's $1. So yeah, here's the eyeshadow set. I think because I've never used these on camera with you guys and I do want to show them to you, I think I'm going to try to use mostly these. We may go into these little dollar compacts. If you guys are not aware of these, you can find these at Dollar General, your local Dollar Tree, as well as Family Dollar. Every year around holiday time, these come out. And they usually say classy, sassy, and I don't remember what the other one is. I didn't bring it. But there's 3 of them. And I noticed some of the Dollar Trees have them in, it'll say like rose, neutral, or nude. I've seen all 3 like with different scenes. So the next color that I'm going into is called Foxy. And I'm just going to use this as a transition shade today. I'm trying to keep it pretty fall-esque. So I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush. This is just a BH Cosmetics brush. Let's bring you guys in a little bit. Told you guys they were pigmented. You guys, and these just blend out so easily and just effortlessly. They're so good. They're definitely one of those products at the drugstore that is completely hidden and not talked about. Alright, you guys, I'm going to kind of stay with this fall-esque vibe. And I think I'm going to use these 2 shades here. This one is called Forbidden. And this one here is called Secret. I think I'm also going to use this Sassy palette. I'm really not sure, you guys. I'm trying to stay like within the same kind of vibe. But, I'm just so excited about fall. I just want to play with everything. I'm also going to use this palette here. Everything here, $3 for all of this at your local dollar store. So if you're interested in this little guy here in Forbidden, this color right here in the Sassy palette is literally the same thing. I just swatched them. I think I'm going to go into these 2 shades right here into my crease. As you can see, these little $1 baddies are pretty pigmented too. So what I'm going to do now is take another brush and I'm going to blend this out just a little bit with this guy right here. So far, I'm still in the Sassy palette. Alright, you guys, so I'm going into the Classy palette here, and I'm just going to use this color here, mostly under the brow bone. It's not going to be my brow bone highlight, but I just kind of want to do a little bit of blending. I'm not going to use a lot. I'm going to use both on both sides, just like so. Just a little bit. Sorry if you guys couldn't see that. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my outer V with this deep dark brown right here. And I'm going to try to build that up. Actually, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to mix these 2 shades here for the outer crease. Alright, you guys, so I'm going into my crease with this little guy right here. This is Forbidden. And just this little LA Colors matte eyeshadow. Look how cute it is. I'm just going to pick up some of this and blend my deep crease out just a bit. Alright, I'm going to take that same fluffy brush right here and just keep blending a little bit because I don't want my crease this dark. Just want it kind of nice and soft glam. Does anybody else have that problem when you do your outer V? You kind of get it like way up here and then it's way too dark. Do it all the time. Alright, you guys, so far I think I'm happy with everything from these 4 different shadows. I just want to let you guys know again what I used. I used the Sassy palette. I used the Classy palette. Each one is $1. In fact, this one still has the dollar sticker on it. And then I used a couple, or actually I used this matte shadow by LA Colors. This is in Forbidden. And then I also used Foxy and French Vanilla to set the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what shimmer shade I want to use, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I figured out what I want to use. I'm going to use the shade Brownie, and these are, this one is the LA Colors Baby Pop, and then I'm also going to use the LA Colors Nude Palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here. So those two shades on the lid, and here we go. So I'm going to start with this guy right here, and I'm going to put this in the center of the lid. These are really beautiful colors, both of them, and I just couldn't choose. Now these do have pigment, as I'm going to show you guys, but I mean personally, and here's the color here too, I'm just going to go ahead and wet this because I think they look that much better when you wet them. Just so much more intense. See what I mean? Look at that. You could also use your finger. So here's my favorite shade, Brownie, obviously. And this is actually my second one of these. That's how much I love these little baby pops. As you can tell, Brownie has had her use. I've been using this shade for years. I like that because it's got a little depth in the middle, but honestly guys, and here's me swirling Brownie, and I'm going to swatch it for you guys. Brownie can do bad all by herself, so if you want to, just go in with the shade Brownie, and it's bomb by itself. Actually, I think I'm going to take my finger and just NYX the deeper shade, which it's already on there, so I'm going to have to do to the other side what I did to this one. But as soon as I finish the other side, you guys, I'll be right back and we can move on to the rest of the face. You guys, so now that the face is completely done, if you're curious, I did use all AOA foundations. I did use the Satin Buildable in my shade, which is Honey Beige. When I purchased this, it was my shade. It's a little bit darker now, so just to make sure it was the right shade, I did use the lightest shade, which is Porcelain. It's a great mixer. And then I also used a little bit of the Prolong Wear just for a little bit of added coverage. So I still have that satiny kind of natural finish to the face. So what I'm going to do is go in with some concealer. This is my favorite one by Believe Beauty. It's $5. We are doing $5 and under. I'm just going to do these areas here. I'm going to set my under eyes with my fave Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent. And then I'm going to set my face with my Ride or Die. If you are new here, this is an amazing glowy powder for the face. It is the Kleancolor Nude Glow Luminous Finishing Powder, and it just gives you a really beautiful glow, and it reminds me a lot of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. Alright, you guys, we are concealed. I'm going to go ahead and lock those under eyes in. I'm just going to take a small little guy like here, set the under eyes, and what I love about this powder is so super light because when you pick it up with the brush, it's not picking up a ton of product. It literally just gives you enough. I mean, unless you swirl, 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 you know, you just need to pick up a little bit. You can also use this to set the T-zone, which I am going to do because I've been getting a little oily lately. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit will do ya. All you need to do with this powder is just grab just a tiny bit. You don't want to keep swirling it, otherwise you're going to be matte. Alright, so we're going in with my favorite powder here. I usually use the shade Bear. This is what it looks like, and it's just going to give me a really pretty all over glow. I'm going to use my favorite Equate brush. You guys have been waiting for a favorite brush video. This one is super affordable. All of these brushes are $5 and some change and under. You can pick these up at your local Walmart in the section where they have all of the brushes. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, by the way, that Kleancolor powder that I'm using, it's $2 on their website. Of course, it'll be linked down below, but I am telling you guys, do not sleep on Kleancolor. They have some misses, but they have a lot of great hidden gems. If you have not seen my full face of Kleancolor, I'm going to go ahead and link it up here for you. All of the products that I use in that video are still available. Don't forget to set that neck, ladies. If you don't want to use your glow powder, use a little bit of this. It does a great job. Again, not too heavy. If you overused your powder, just go in with a nice little setting spray. One of my all-time favorites is the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Spray. Again, $5 and under. Now we're going to go in with some bronzer. So I was going to use the one that is floating around on here from the DollarTree. I think it's like Makeup Benefits or something like that. But found another one because I'm getting ready to do another super affordable video for you guys. Kleancolor released their tan out of tan bronzers. Super beautiful. There's tons of shades. They have matte as well as shimmer versions. Now you guys know I love a matte bronzer. So this one is in the shade Fiji Romance. These are $2. And I'm just going to go in with this Almar brush. I love this brush. It is the complexion brush. It's just got a nice little angle to it, and I like using this for all over bronzing. Just super good job. Now you could also go into your contour compact, $1. As you guys can see, I'm hitting pan on here. This is one of the products that I'm panning. I forgot to contour. So I do want to do just a tiny bit of contouring. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly, and then we'll go back into the tan out of tan bronzer. These LA Color bronzers are very nice, and they're nicely pigmented. You do not need a ton of product. These things will last you for a good amount of time. So I'm not really worried about blending it all in right now. I'm going to go ahead and blend with this guy. Just go ahead and swatch it for you guys so you can see the shade and everything. It's a little reddish kind of, but I don't mind that. As you guys can see, that bronzer is pretty pigmented too. I don't know why there is like this big, you know, thing that cheap makeup is not good. I feature a lot of this cheaper makeup on my channel here because I want you guys to know that you don't have to spend a ton of money to have nice makeup. But if you want to, hey, do you. I love to splurge on a nice palette here and there. Or a good foundation, you know? I really do, but you don't have to. Take that same brush and do the nose. Now, to get a more defined contoured nose, I'm going to go ahead and use my LA Colors contour palette. I always pick mine up in medium. I do have one or two of the dark ones as well because, well, I can get pretty tan in the summertime, and then some of my medium stuff does not work. So what I like to do is contour my nose with this powder, and then I like to go down the middle with the matte version of this yellow powder. It creates the most snatched look on your nose, and it's so pretty, especially if you have that wide nose like I do. Somebody asked me to do a contouring video, and I have to be honest, I'm not really comfortable doing that because I'm not the greatest at contouring. I just contour my face how, you know, I like it. And to some people, it might be the wrong way. It might not look good to them because contouring is really tailored to your face shape. So I just wanted to put that out there. That's why I've never done that video. However, I can definitely list some down in the description box for you guys if I have room. So I like to leave that there, the yellow part, and I just go in with my finger. As you guys saw, these are nice and creamy, nicely pigmented. And we are done with that. We're done with our powders. It's time for a little blush. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so for blush, I have two options here. Pretty sure I already know what I'm gonna go towards. I have mine in Spice by LA Colors as well as Peach Rose. When I first got really big into makeup, these were two of my favorite blushes. I always used them up. I always repurchase them. I just think that they're really good blushes. Now, the first thing I do when I open these is, see this little brush here? Toss it. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you guys really quickly. This one is Spice. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's just really pretty. And then here is Peachy Keen. So this one's got a little bit more shimmer in it. It's just kind of like a lighter shade. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these, which will be my first time mixing them. So hopefully they come out pretty. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. If you do not like shimmer in your blush, you will not like these. Generally, you guys, I'm not a shimmery blush girl, but there are those few that I do like. Now, these are really pigmented, so you wanna be careful with that. And as you can see, beautiful color payoff. I mean, hopefully the camera's picking it up. I love it. $1. If I had to pick one, I would say I would go with Spice. All right, you guys, it is time to finish off these eyes. So what I'm gonna first do is go into the shade Forbidden on the lower lash line, as well as in this little compact right here, the Classy palette. And I'm gonna take this shade right underneath Forbidden. And then we're gonna line the eyes with the LA Colors Black Brown Auto Liner. Go ahead and swatch it for you guys. This is an eyeliner I've had for a very long time on and off throughout my years of playing with makeup. They're really creamy, they're $1, and they last all day on the eyes. So can never go wrong with those in my opinion. I'm just gonna take a pencil brush by Jessup and into that shade here. I'm gonna go into this Baby Pop eyeshadow again by LA Colors, and this is in the shade Nude Shimmer. We're gonna go into the inner corner as well as under the brow bone. Go ahead and swatch this for you guys. So there's the shimmer here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I have a lot of swatches on my hand right now. This is a great inner corner shade, as well as if you are, you know, more fair skinned than myself, this is a great highlighter as well for your face. But see how, I hope you guys can see it, because I know my lighting's starting to get crazy. I'm losing daylight, so. Right here in the inner corner, it just really opens that eye up and makes you look more awake, in my opinion. Alright, y'all, so for the next step, I want to use a highlighter that I have never used before. This is by AOA, and this is their Powlighter, and this one is in the shade, I think it's Nubella, so it's really pretty. It's just a loose highlight. I think when I bought this some time ago in one of my Shopmissa hauls, I think I thought this was a liquid eyeshadow or like a mousse. But I don't think it is. No, it's a highlight. Could also be used on the eyes as well. Whoa, this looks really pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? Ooh. Oh wow, that's pretty. Let's get it on the eyes. Or on the face. Let's get it on the face. We can put it on the eyes too. Alright, here we go. Girl. Do you guys see that? Or am I tripping? Oh, I wish you guys were here so you could see what I see. She ain't playing. $1. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty, you guys. $1. And you know what? As many highlighters as we usually have in our collections, this thing is full. I don't think you'd ever use it up unless it was like your main highlight. But look at that on my nose. That's crazy pigmented. I was so not expecting that. If you go too crazy with the highlight like I do sometimes, just take your sponge that you use, try to find a clean-ish spot on it, and just pat it out. Now walk it out. You could definitely use this for the inner corner. That is gorgeous. Oh, I love it. All right, you guys, I'm going to clean up some of this because I'm getting shimmer all over me. When I come back, we're going to finish the eyes, the lips, set the face, and I'm going to give you guys some more options that you could use for $5 and under to add to your own makeup collection. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up with the eyes. Now, I know you guys know what kind of mascara I'm going to use. Of course, the Essence one. It's just one of my favorites, though Believe Beauty has some pretty decent mascaras. So if you're looking to go that way and you know you can't find the Essence one and you don't want to order online, I would definitely check out the Believe Beauty ones. You guys will have to excuse my hair. I really didn't do it today. It's just one of the joys of having curly hair. So I did get mascara on my eyelid, but it happens. I'm going to wait for it to dry before I remove it. For lip, we're going to go in with the LA Colors Auto Eyeliner in Black Brown. I really, really like this one. I've been using this one since I was a teenager, and it's just one of those go-to eyeliners. It works, it stays all day, they're creamy, and they're $1. However, if you are on a very strict budget, I got you too, boo. The eyebrow pencil that we used in the beginning of the video, this is a smaller one that I'm almost done with. These are actually eyeliner / eyebrow pencils, so you could just use this as a 2-in-1. You do not need to buy another product, but if you need it to be long lasting on the waterline or under the eye, I would definitely go with the LA Colors one, just because this one has more staying power in my opinion. Alright, you guys, so for lip liner, I'm going in with one of my favorite brands of lip liner. This is by Jordana. This is their Easy Liner for the lips in Plush Plum. I think these are $2 or $3. Hella pigmented, by the way. Super creamy. These last all day. I love them. I've been using them for years. An all-time favorite that I always have in my collection is Rock and Rose. For lipstick, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild matte lipstick. This is the Megalast matte lipstick in Cinnamon Spice. It's one of my favorites for fall. Always love this color. I think it's just beautiful. And these lipsticks are $2.99. You can find these at Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target. Girl. So pretty. So pretty. Now, you could leave it like this for fall. Beautiful color. Or you could amp it up and add a lip gloss over top. Let me check. You guys, I think I'm actually happy with it like this. So this is going to be my final look. Don't forget to go on and set your face with your favorite setting spray. This is the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Spray. You get 2 full ounces. Nice sprayer on this. I mean, it just sprays nice and even. Doesn't leave all those water droplets all over your face and oversaturate your face. So this is going to be my final look. I am very happy with how my makeup turned out today, you guys. I mean, you don't have to spend a ton of money and make it appear like you spent thousands of dollars on makeup. And it's ridiculous that I have to say that, but like makeup is so expensive sometimes. So what I'm going to do really quickly is give you guys some affordable options as far as powder, foundation, some setting powders, foundation, highlighter, and concealers. These are all $5 and under. You can find these at your local Dollar Tree, a Dollar General, online at Shopmissa, so on and so forth. I will let you know where all of these products came from. So if you want to stay tuned to check that out, they will all be listed down below as well. I'm going to start off with highlights. One of my favorites that is $5 and under is this Kleancolor Megawatts highlighting palette. And it's super pigmented. These last all day on the face, and you get 4 shades. It does say that this one's a bronzer, but this one is seriously a highlight. Hopefully you guys can see that. Very, very beautiful. I love this highlighting palette. Next, you can definitely check out Dollar General and pick up one of your highlighters from Believe Beauty. This is in Pink Pearls. $5 and under. I love this highlight. I'm not going to swatch all this stuff because y'all will be here all day. So I got 2 more, well 3 more. You guys already know I love these from LA Colors. This is Shine Bright and Glow Time. You can find these at Dollar General, Family Dollar, and your local Dollar Tree. These are only $1. You get a ton of product and they are super like wet looking on the skin. So the final one is from Essence. This is the Pure Nude Highlight. I love this one too because this one is really more of a natural highlighted look, and you can also use this to set the face. And again, it kind of mimics that Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder. This one is in Be My Highlight. So super pretty. Again, $5 and under. So for setting powders, I do have a few for you. This one is by AOA. This is the Perfect Setting Powder. Love this one as well. I use the shade Honey. And then we also have the AOA Perfect Setting Powders and the loose powders. This one is in Brightening. This one is in Soft Light. These are phenomenal for setting all over the face as well as setting your under eye, baking, all of that. Super finely milled. They're only $1. A little goes a long way. So the last and final powder, you guys, is by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the Sheer Brightening Under Eye Powder, I believe it's called. The only downside to this one is that the jar is so little. I actually bought a ton of these one time when it first came out, put them into a container like this, and I used it to set all over the face because it's so finely milled. It literally melts into the skin. Otherwise, it's great for setting the under eye. Alright, so for foundations, I have a few for you guys. The first one is $1 on Alwaysmei. Sometimes you can find this at Shop Cherry, Alwaysmei, and Shopmissa. This is the Amoure's Matte Finish Foundation. Excuse me, Mousse Matte Finish Foundation. And I have mine in shades 5 and 6. This is dewy on the skin. This is not matte. It's just really lightweight. It's not a ton of coverage, but you can build it up to like a light medium coverage. But this does last all day, and it's only $1. The next one is from Maybelline. It's the Dewy Fit Me. I love this foundation, you guys. This is probably like the 20th bottle, no lie, that I have had in my collection. I actually just recently repurchased this because it's a beautiful dewy foundation. It really gives you a beautiful youth glow to the skin. It lasts all day, and it's so inexpensive. The next one is by Sassy and Chic, believe it or not. This is the Moisturizing Foundation. Super lightweight. It gives a decent coverage. If you guys haven't seen the video where I actually use this for you, I'm going to go ahead and link it here so that you can see that I did enjoy this $1 foundation, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what kind of coverage and finish you're going to get. The next one is from Amores. This is their BB cream. It is a Hydrating Miracle Silk BB cream, and this is in the shade Natural Beige. These are only $4, and you get, let's see how much product. You get 50 mils of product, so you're getting like probably like an ounce and a half, I believe. That's pretty good for $4. This is super full coverage. You do not need a lot of it. I'm going to link that video up here as well. So the last and final foundation is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the dewy version. I do love this foundation, you guys. It's so stunning. Now this one is, I think, $5 and some change. It may have went up to $6. But I had to include it because it's amazing and I love it. So for concealers, I have 4 concealers here for you guys. The first one is the Jordana Take Cover Full Coverage Concealer. This is beautiful. You don't need a lot. It lasts all day long, and this actually will double as a foundation if you're in a pinch and you kind of want to do that no makeup look. This is gorgeous. The next one is the AOA Pawpaw Liquid Concealer. I love this one too for under the eyes. It gives a beautiful finish, beautiful coverage, and it lasts all day. It doubles as an eye primer. You could also use this one as a foundation, just all over, not using a ton of product for a no makeup or more natural makeup look as well. The next one is one of my all-time favorites. This is my second or third tube. It is the Joa All Whipped Up Creamy Concealer. This is a nice radiant concealer for under the eyes. I love, 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 love it. And I love to highlight the face with this as well. This one is really, really nice because it does have a brush tip applicator, which it kind of gets a little nasty, but it works. The last and final one is the e.l.f. Camel Concealer. She needs no introduction. I don't even need to tell you guys why that one's in here. I included that one, by the way, because when I first started wearing this, it first came out, these were $5. I think the price may have gone up, but don't quote me. So the next product that I wanted to touch base with you guys on is a contouring product. This is the LA Colors Contour Stick. I get these at the Dollar Tree. These are amazing for contouring. For lip products, I have to shout out these few lip products. This is the Wet n Wild, the Megalast Matte Lipsticks, and I have these shades. Skinny Dippin', which is a matte shade. These are $2.99, you guys. This one is Never Nude, really gorgeous. And the last and final one is Mochalicious. Alright. For lip products, this LA Colors Velvet Lip Mousse and Souffle from the Dollar Tree is beautiful, full coverage, nice velvety, lightweight, matte-ish lip. I love it. And then the last product is the Beauty Benefits So Lit Lip Shine Gloss. I don't know if this has a shade, you guys. It's just kind of this beautiful nude color. I mean, when it swatches nude. Alright, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this full face of $5 and under. And I want to know down below, what are some of your favorite products that are $5 and under? Did you find any new products in this video today that you're interested in picking up or that you have never tried before? And yeah, I want to thank you guys as always for taking time out of your busy day to come hang out with me. I love you guys so, so much. If you are new here, what's up? My name is Tash. Please hit that subscribe button before you go, as well as the bell so that you're notified each time I upload. If you guys enjoyed today's video, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. What? Thumbs up. You have to give me a thumbs up for that one. Alright, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, and bye.